we're averaging on a realm an hour. It's 1 AM. How much longer do you want to go on for? I wish we'd started the stream earlier because I kind of want to just keep going.
I want to keep going as well. God damn it.
I mean, I don't want to go to bed at stupid o'clock, but
I'm down for the Outworld.
yeah.
I mean, we're making headway here. I do need a piss. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Should we just go straight for the objectives?
Alright guys, we're in Outworld. I need a piss.
Alright, let's go straight for the objectives.
We'll explore when possible.
Purple realm.
I never spoke to Snoop. Give him the mask.
He's waited 20 years, he can wait a few more.
I really did make him wait 20 years for that mask.
You'll come back and say, hey, I brought the mask. Who would have completely forgotten about it. But who are you? I feel like there's... Oh. Top Seat Games, thank you so much for the 19-month resub. It's a long time, dude. Thanks very much. It's Blaze.
I was about to continue my eternal quest, but I cannot remember what it is. A spell has taken my memory. Please find me a potion to restore it. Holy men ambushed me and forced me to guard a dragon egg. But the dragon has been reborn, and I am now free. Please find a potion to restore my memory.
No. That's Hotaru. Chests. Looking like a real shitty Flash. That's about right. Oh, is this a living forest? Yikes. I mean, the trees have looked better, I'll be honest. Hey, they're working with limited polygons. Oh, hello.
Leave me be.
I mean, okay. Reptile don't want to talk. That's fine. Every tree looks the same. There's so much empty space.
The Takata often surround their camps with walls to keep intruders out.
Must be it. Oh, hello again. What's the fight? There's a vendetta against me. It's just mad coin everywhere. There's definitely a lot less to do in these later realms, isn't there? Don't feel as inclined to explore. Was that Kano? I think so. Unless I'm just blind. It's a bit weird seeing all of these races kind of just wandering around. All these dead monks.
It is said that the Dragon King will return upon the birth of a great dragon. How could this be possible?
Look at what we have here. Another straggler for Melina to sink her teeth into.
I do not wish for trouble, but I will defend myself if necessary. I must warn you that I am quite skilled in the art of combat.
Is that so? We will see how long you can endure my attacks. I will sharpen my teeth with your bones.
Prepare for training. That Melina voice is unpleasant. It's not even all bad, it's just really unpleasant to listen to.
Fantastic. Well done.
Yeah. Excuse me.
It feels like it's getting cold.
Well done.
Sounds like she just got done chugging some glue. Oh. I believe his voice is quite unpleasant.
Oh no. That's what Melina players sound like. How she sounds is how it feels to fight Melina.
Stimulating
I'm
performance.
uploading this to YouTube? Probably. Well, I'll upload it a realm at a time, I think.
Yeah, we'll just chill.
Same way we did Shadow Monks, I think.
Yeah.
Of course, those who might be watching on YouTube now would have said that. Hello. I'm talking through time.
Good job. Fantastic.
You have to really press those three triangles fast. Whole playthrough, one video. I imagine 4 hour, 5 hour, however long it takes us, might not be ideal.
So, I get through, but it's taking a while.
We're halfway now.
Excellent work.
Even if we don't finish this all tonight, we can definitely finish it through the week at some point, I think.
This chair is so uncomfortable. Sitting on this bloody wooden chair for hours is taking its toll on my ass.
You have a cushion.
I'm sitting on a bloody quilt, but much different.
Fantastic.
There's a combo. 1-1 back there.
Yeah, we're alright, Scare Tactics. Our sleeping pattern's a little bit skewed at the moment.
Yeah, my sleeping pattern's messed up. It's a combination of things, because right now, obviously, we don't go back to work until Wednesday. That's when we're back in the office for business as usual on Wednesday. But it's a combination of Christmas being pretty intense, and right before Christmas being pretty intense as well, because I was making all the content and the videos and doing all this
The
stuff.
input for the ball has been back down 4 ever since this.
So basically, it's like the big thing is like it was a combination of making all those videos, which took me a while, and then Christmas being hectic, and basically all of those requiring me not being able to sleep as much as normal. So I've used the past few days as an opportunity to really catch up on sleep, right? So I will admit I've been sleeping until like 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. I've been sleeping until, because I've just been sleeping constantly. Because when it gets busy in the year, I don't sleep much, so I'm trying to make the most of it now, if that makes sense. But But then late at night, when I'm sat there and I have time to myself, I'm studying 3D MKs for video purposes. So it's like, you know, I lose track of time quite a lot. I lose track of time quite a lot in the evenings. But I'll be fixing it because, you know, we're back in the office soon.
Why she's permanently crouching?
It's been nice being able to sleep though. I'm going to be doing it again tomorrow, just sleeping. Dun, 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 dun.
Yo, he looks really wimpy.
Oh god.
Impressive! You survived my assault. You are a great warrior. There is much we can gain from one as skilled as you.
I thank you for your kind words, Melina.
Perhaps you would be interested in assisting our cause. Recently, the walled city of Lei Chen has defied the rule of the Emperor Shao Kahn. He has sent us, his Tarkatan forces, to take the head of the Overlord there. We would like to complete our objective without incident, but we will use force if necessary. Would you act as our voice and convince this fool of an Overlord to surrender his life to Shao Kahn, so that his subjects will be spared?
What if the Overlord refuses to surrender?
Everyone in the city will be slain. The city walls are strong, but they will not hinder our assault for long.
This is a most uncomfortable position for me. But if it means the citizens will be spared, I will see what I can do.
You have our word. Bring us the head of the Overlord and we will spare them all.
Shujinko is just going to naively believe Shao Kahn as well. It's in the houses. Just random Outworlders.
Can I go in?
I think some of them can.
Click on the outside first for pickups. Oh!
Oh, Liu Kang.
What are you doing here?
I will talk to you later, my friend.
What? Liu Kang, you're not dead. What the fuck?
Don't worry, he'll talk to us later.
No, Liu Kang's dead. What the fuck, isn't he dead? I have several questions about what I just saw. This has been a chill-ass stream. Good God.
Has been most fun. God, I can't wait till Mortal Kombat 11 comes out. We just do this every day.
Constantly.
Yeah, no worries, little Lucky. I can't promise how much longer we'll be on from this point, but we'll at least try and finish this realm, I think. I'm looking forward to the post-Conquest mass crypt opening and looking at what's in all the coffins, and then watching the videos and stuff. He's not dead yet. He should be. This is after Deadly Alliance. He should be dead as fuck. Of course, if any of you guys want to join us for the rest of this playthrough and see what's in the crypt and shit like that, feel free to drop us a follow. Join us next time. All the characters too. Yeah, I'll unlock the characters. We should play a bit of this when we've unlocked everything.
Can do.
Learn some optimals, look at some cool stuff.
Shujinko, I found like, in hindsight, I feel
wonder
like
how
a lot
broken
of,
Shujinko is when you have every move on him. I wonder how many infinites he might have.
a lot of the processes of Shujinko aging feel a little bit forced.
Yeah.
Almost like it was hard for them to actually have him
Transition
age.
it.
Yeah.
I like the whole Chaos Realm thing, he just ages. But then every now and then the Mashi just comes up and says, it's been years.
So no, it hasn't. It's been 7 Thursdays.
It's been 7 weeks. Long weeks.
We spent about 2 months in NetherRealm, I guess. And he's like, years. I hate to be that guy, Damashi.
I didn't even know that, Boostly. Try not to
No,
say
what?
anything that might be a bit I know spoiler's a bad word because it's
After
been so long,
Conquest of
but
Shujinko's special.
anything that could be an exciting discovery, considering we haven't actually beat Conquest before, try and keep some a mystery, please.
Don't tell us everything, we'd appreciate it. Because the big thing is I don't remember anything.
Are you the ruler of this city?
Yes, I am
This
Overlord
city.
Sub-Zero. State your business. Shao Kahn has sent his Tarkatan horde to attack my city.
That is precisely why I am here. I have come to you with a message from the Tarkatan forces outside your walls.
You have my attention. Go on.
Shao Kahn has offered your people amnesty. Under one condition.
This isn't a first playthrough.
must
We never
surrender your
we just
head.
never
My
completed it.
head? Unacceptable. I will never surrender myself to Shao Kahn. Not even to save my people.
The Tarkata grow in number outside the walls of your city. It is only a matter of time before they overwhelm your military and destroy you all. For the sake of your people, I strongly...
There may be another solution. If word of our struggle were to reach Sado, the realm of order, their elite guardsmen may give us aid.
If I can find that realm, I will tell them of your plight.
Excellent. You will need something of value to offer as payment. My city has been
That's right,
overtaxed
Pay Doctor.
by
We haven't
Shao
really
Kahn,
got
and therefore I have
LSE
nothing
is.
suitable
Joke.
here. But there are rumors of a priceless object hidden somewhere in the living forest. If you can locate it, give it as payment to the Satan for their assistance. Please do not delay.
Not to fear. I will bring help.
He's basically, he will be best buddies with whoever he's talking to at the time and then completely disregard the last person that he spoke to.
Jinko is that guy whose opinion changes depending on who he's talking to.
He's like Randall from Recess.
He is like random from Recess. But no, this isn't a first playthrough per se. We just never completed Conquest when we were younger.
We never completed Conquest when we were younger, and I have forgotten almost everything about it, basically.
Who are you? What are you doing in the living forest?
I have been sent here to search for a valuable item said to be hidden in this area.
You are too late. I have already found it. My queen sent me to secure it from the tyrant Shao Kahn. It seems I have located it just in time. Die, Outworld mutant!
Beat up Jade.
She about to get fucked up.
I am Motaro.
Jesus.
Motaro looks a bit
What happened to it? And Kintaro in the back. They look like toy figures.
stick figures. Oh, I love this music.
Round one. Fight! Luna wins.
How's it going, Taz?
Round two. Fight!
How did they just change? They went from the Red Dragon, I think it was called, the artifact room stage, and then slaughterhouse
Yeah.
between rounds.
She's just crouching. I don't know what Melina's mids are.
Round three. Fight!
Beat that ass. I always thought Jade's staff looked weird for the 3D games. And I'm happy they went back to like a, just a traditional pole in MK9. That weird, slightly thick pole with all the bits on the end doesn't seem to, in my opinion, doesn't really suit her. God damn it. I'm constantly tangled on this goddamn table. Fuck off. I'm getting annoyed at this now. I'm actually really annoyed. Fuck off.
How's it going, Kaji?
Oh my god. Oh, it's not a Kamidoga already, is it?
You can't be serious. Oh, you unplugged me.
No, I didn't. Oh, fuck.
Ryan, can you be careful? No way.
Already a Kamidoga?
What?
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's because there's bloody wires. Because you tangled me, man. That's all. Like, you tangled me up with all this, so the wire keeps pulling down.
I mean, she's dead, but she deserves it because she started it.
But Jade's a jobber, and always has been. Now we're hearing no discussion on that matter.
Cover the Outworld coming over so soon? This is most fortunate.
I did not realize it was the Kamidogu. The overlord of Lei Chen had asked me to offer it to the Seidan guardsmen as payment for their assistance in defending against the Tokatan hordes.
It belongs to the Elder Gods, and it must be returned to them. You will place it on the altar with the others.
In before he's like,
But
okay.
I have given my word that I would bring back help from the realm of order. How will I broker a deal with them if I cannot offer the Kamidogu?
The point is moot. You cannot enter the realm of order without placing this Kamidogu on the altar. If indeed you wish to aid the Overlord, I suggest you offer the command of the city to the Seidan militia. Their principal philosophy is one of order and control. They will have little interest in defending a city unless they occupy it. Furthermore, they will not resist the chance to thwart Shao Kahn.
But the overlord did not give me the authority to...
What he wants is of no concern to us. The Kamidogu is not his to use as a bargaining chip. Broker a deal with the Seidan if you feel so compelled, but do not lose sight of your primary objective. Return
Damn, you're getting told off.
You are getting completely told off. That's all he does, is tell you off.
Shujinki just gets
I
flamed.
will do as you ask, Damashi.
It belongs in a museum. Just Outworld, dude.
Yeah, we did this realm in 15 minutes. Next realm. Yeah, Shujinki needs to just stop promising things before he's thought it through.
He's just a yes man. Shujinko might be the worst Mortal Kombat character ever. Because he's like a serious part of the story, but he's so stupid and naive and gullible, yeah. Like, for real, like, Shujinko is just such an idiot, and he's causing so many problems for people.
No, Kaju, you must learn the hard way. Okay, 2 more realms.
Just like that. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription.
Strategic.
Oh, how's it going, Kaju? Sorry, I haven't seen you in the chat because I'm too far away.
Strategic Odrak, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Welcome to the Takunin. Enjoy your new emotes, and we appreciate your support.
We need to overhaul all of our emotes.
I would be more excited, but it's so late here and I'm getting tired.
But we're so close.
We appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man.
Seidan, the realm of order. Tread carefully, for the Seidan Guard enforces the law without mercy.
But I am new to this place. How am I to abide by their laws if I do not know them?
This civilization has been built upon the concept of structure and organization.
It's not cash now.
This ideal is not tolerant. I cannot stress enough that you must avoid any entanglements in their legal system.
I believe the likelihood of that happening is small, but I will heed your warning, Damashi.
You know, I bet if you just run from place to place, you can beat this conquest mode quite quickly.
I think so.
Because so much of what we're doing is like optional. And ultimately isn't achieving a great deal. Sick threads, dude.
Please excuse my interruption, but I am Shujinko, champion of the Elder Gods. I bring a message from the King of Lei Chen requesting the aid of your guardsmen in Outworld.
I am quite busy, champion. Get to your point.
Lei Chen is under siege and in need of reinforcements to help defend it. Overlord Zafiro has offered to give control of his city to your realm if your guardsmen come to Outworld and defeat Shao Kahn's invading horde.
Shao Kahn? Long have we battled against his minions. It would benefit all the realms to further suppress his advance. I am Commander Hotaru. I would pledge my aid to the Outworld city, but I still have work to do here. Help me end this riot by defeating the leader of the resistance, and I will defend this overlord. I would think a champion of the gods could end this uprising with ease.
I will assist you however I can.
Excellent. We will first need to train you to be a Satan guardsman, for you may not partake in an assault unless you are a deputized member of the guard. That is our law.
Oh, we're about
Let us begin my
Hotaru.
training.
Yeah,
Follow me.
I'm curious to see what his combos look like, honestly.
it's cool. He's a cool character.
I think we could probably beat this tonight if we just run from objective to objective.
I think we
Did you
can.
want to do this realm, or do you want me to do it?
I'm impartial either way. I don't mind.
It's more like, no, you're chatting more than I am.
It's just because you're mostly just doing tutorials and stuff, like
Yeah.
learning characters. I'm just like, I've seen it before. I know these characters. I wish I could see the chat from back here. It'd be easier for me to read the chat and chat to you guys.
Well done.
We
Well,
always
in that
reach.
case, do you want to do this? And then we chat.
I can do.
Or that's what I mean. Because I don't mind either way. How you guys doing? Oh, we're on 50 subs now. Actually, we've got to change that. We're on 50 subs again. Thanks a lot, man. Big 5-0. Sweet.
Fine finish.
Yeah, Hotaru would be a welcome character from me.
I really want him. The characters I really want is my MK11 wish list is like I want Noob Saibot, I want Havoc, I want Hotaru, I want Chameleon, and I want Nightwolf. There are 5 characters that I would, if I saw a trailer or a reveal for any of those 5, I'd be like super happy. But like my main ones is Chameleon's a big one. I really, 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 really miss Chameleon. I'm like the only person I know.
Black eye.
I'm like one of the only. Oh, dude, that hand chop is Sector's forward 2. Yeah, that button there. Sector's got that forward 2 in Kempo. But yeah, like I love Chameleon. In the 3D games, he's so fun. In Armageddon, he's one of my top 3 favorite characters to play by far. I love playing Chameleon. And I just love his character too. I just love his design. I think he looks really cool. But I'd be more than happy with Chameleon coming back. Well, remember, there's 2 chameleons.
This is what I'm talking about. Naginata. That's what makes this character.
The chameleon spelled with a K is female chameleon. The chameleon spelled with a C is male chameleon. So there's actually 2 chameleons. They introduced female chameleon in the Wii version of Armageddon, where I believe Eagle Claw, she sort of stands like this. She's got this like really sort of like regal. One hand's doing this on her back, the other's doing like this or something. I think that was unused in regular Armageddon, where they normally just split the fighting styles. But they didn't use Eagle Claw or Eagle, whatever it was called. But then they gave that stance to female chameleon in the Wii version. And she just had all the female mimic moves, much like Chameleon having all the male ones. Ashura was a character I was never a huge fan of. I mean, she's a cool idea, and again, like any old 3D character that NetherRealm would bring back, I wouldn't doubt their ability to reinvent them and make them sick. That's the thing.
That's cool.
You know, Kaju, I miss your Drunken Master. Like, your Drunken Master, I always remember at EVO, you and I played that, like, hour-long set or something in Vegas in 2016, I think it was. I remember we played, and I wasn't sold on Drunken Master at all. I just hadn't seen a decent one, and even though I played Boruto a little bit myself, I couldn't see any potential. And
How's it going, Brady?
I remember you and I played for about an hour at EVO, and after I played you, I was like, man, yeah, this character's at the very least, like, you know, I didn't. No, he has some like evade moves too. It's only telling you to do the physical attacks though. Now maybe he got some new moves in Armageddon, but no, he should have 2 more. He should have an evade and a straight punch. But I remember after playing you at Evo, I was like, Drunken Master at least had more promise than I thought it did. I still don't think it's like that good compared to the others, especially post patch. I don't think Drunken Master got enough compared to the other or how much the other variations got helped. But yeah, that was a nice memory. Wait, did you say hi, Brady? Oh shit, I can see you. Sorry, I completely missed you in the chat, Brady. I can't really read it too well from back here. How's it going, bro? Oh man, us playing the 3D MK, that's got to be a bit of a nostalgia trip for you, isn't it, Brady? You used to play these all the time, right? Brady, weren't you Dead or Alive as well? But I'm sure I remember you telling a story about like before MK9, like people would something to do with old Dead or Alive games or something. I always get really interested by the history of old school players and what games they came from.
It's your first time tuning into one of these streams.
You are now an honorary member
Hey,
of
mate.
the Satan Guardsmen.
Welcome.
Go now and defeat the leader of the
We normally
resistance.
play, we're mostly Mortal Kombat, but we're exceptionally having a chill time here with just Conquest for Deception. Reliving the story mode.
I think this is where...
I always thought, Kaju, for sure, that I wish Drunken Master... What? Oh, it's a riot, isn't it? It's a riot, I forgot. Oh, it's Darius, of course. He's the leader of the riot.
Are you the warrior known as Darius?
And what if I am?
If you are the leader of the resistance,
I agree, Kaju. The entire reason I don't like Drunken Master in MKX is because he vomits. If he at the very least, Drunken Master got the
What a dumb snapshot.
if at least Drunken Master got meditation stance by default, or some of his drink moves, and drinking would simply like enhance the ability of them to make the vomit worth it, like the risk. Like if Drunken Master could have been the way it was when you drink at level 1, and that was like just basic, with the exception of maybe a few moves you could leave out because he has so many new moves when you get it. If you had like a small amount without having to drink, and drink would both strengthen those and give him the others for the duration of him being on his time limit, then he would have had promise, because he would have been totally capable by himself. But the drink would just, would be big risk, big reward. Catch up, you're patching the next MK because I like where this is going. Well, I felt like I had a lot more, I guess, qualifications to have opinions on that kind of stuff in MKX because of, like,
I can't hit him with anything.
Just how much we played the bloody game, to be honest. Because we collectively did play so many characters, and I think my opinions of Drunken Master came from the fact that I played Baracho. Like, Dragon's Breath is one of my top 5 most enjoyable variations to play in the game. And I really did. I tried so hard to learn and enjoy Drunken Master, but I just felt like he just wasn't worth... He just truly wasn't worth the risk you had to take to do what are just basic variation moves. Yeah, like the second he touches you, he gets a drink, and then he gets Oki, and then he gets all of his cool shit. But if any one of those moments doesn't go your way, you're now on a time limit where you'll get vomited on and die. That's the problem. That's the issue, where he'll just vomit and die.
He did.
Speaking of dead, Darius is dead. Oh, it's such a different character as we did.
I have defeated Darius, Commander Hotaru.
Well done. It seems the rioters have been demoralized. Your service is no longer required. As promised, I will now depart for the city of Lei Chen in Outworld.
Thank you, Hotaru.
Why does his voice ring a bell? He voices a bunch of characters, that guy, that voices Hotaru.
This game clearly only had a handful of voice actors.
Yeah, for sure. There is someone here.
They don't even
There's
sound,
a really in-depth
the thing is,
quest
like,
you can
they
do
don't
here.
even sound like awful. It's just outdated, you know. This game is very. The voices haven't aged as well as some other aspects of the game.
Sector's side quest in Edenia. I think you have to come to this realm.
Am I about to just walk in and get the Kamidogu?
Imagine if you do. I think it might just be like they might just not run out of time, but I feel like there must have been considerable less development time here. Is this just going to take you to where you get the Kamidogu?
Might just take me to Outworld.
Maybe.
Boraicho in this game. Yeah, Boraicho looks really weird in the 3D MKs. I don't regret missing out on the PvP experience of the 3D ones online, honestly. Let's go in Van Vega.
So we're back to Outworld.
Who are these? That never looks like us.
No, it's not us though.
Is it not supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't know who these people are supposed to be. Good old Bo. Well, Bo Raicho was definitely underrated in MKXL by the end. Bartitsu had better range than people gave it. He's just going to try and fight you again, isn't he?
Yeah, he just wanders about.
But that's actually what, before Noob Saibot found him, Smoke was just wandering the realms. That's how he found him.
Shujinko, you have returned.
It is good to see you again, Hotaru. It seems the city is no longer under siege.
I drove off the invaders. They will most likely regroup and resume their assault, but I will stay to protect the city as long as is needed. I have taken control of this city in the name of order, as we agreed. However, King Zafiro seemed not to recall that arrangement.
Men often do not recall the details of bargains they make out of desperation.
It makes no difference. The agreement is binding. As punishment for his forgetfulness, I have stripped him of his position. I now rule this town in the name of Sado.
Congratulations, Hotaru.
Now, if you will excuse me, I must see to its governing if I am to keep this town under control.
Damn, he got destroyed. I mean, he was willing to let them all die.
For the greater good.
Oh.
Come with us, human. Do not resist. You are outnumbered.
Yeah, but they're like behind me, mate. Like, oh, when actually
This
went.
is the emissary, the one who brought the Satan warrior Hotaru to defend the walled city of Lei Chen. I have lost many Tarkatan warriors to your treachery, human. You were to convince the Overlord to surrender, not bring him reinforcements.
He would not surrender. I did not wish to see his people suffer for his decision.
Look at the people burning behind me.
He's really quiet here as well.
Shao Kahn's order is all the right I need. Overlord Zafiro defied him. When Shao Kahn discovers that our assault has failed, our punishment will be severe.
I like Hotaru. I want to see him come back. I love him. He's like order by any means necessary. Such a sick character.
What you are too frightened to do yourself.
What? I am Baraka, leader of the Takata. I fear no one, least of all a human.
Then face me in combat. If you are so sure of your strength, kill me yourself. But if I emerge victorious, you must complete one task for me.
Agreed. My warriors will enjoy eating your flesh when I am done with you.
Beat him up, Jake.
You can get shit on, dude. Shit on.
Unless you have to learn him.
Nah, it says prepare for combat, not prepare for training. Sounds like Mr. Krabs. Why do we all keep comparing them to SpongeBob voices? They're not even that similar.
Round one. Fight!
string.
See if I can show you in this one.
Round 2. Fight!
Yeah, Deception was in my opinion the best 3D game by far.
I think
That's a high.
Where are the mids?
Desperately trying to find my mids.
I think Deception was the most polished by far. It was the most polished, had some really cool shit to it. Armageddon felt like they had such a... Armageddon very much, even though it is my favourite, because there was the most characters and the most, you know, variety in players and stuff. Even though Armageddon's my favourite because it has the most characters, there's really no getting around the fact that Armageddon definitely feels like, you know, having a fighting game with that many characters and all the modes was a mammoth task. It was a huge job. And it felt like
everything's a high.
If times tie up right the way I remember it, you know, it wasn't like they had more time to make Armageddon. They just wanted to end the timeline with every single character and really have it as like a battle royale of every Mortal Kombat character to date, for the most part. So, you know, they definitely probably didn't have time to polish it the way they would have polished this game, which had a more refined set of characters, a more focused roster, you know. Everything had more, and you know, they clearly put in loads of effort into it.
Great.
You're getting beat. You shouldn't.
I honestly can't hit him. He's just crouching everything.
Don't use the Naginata. Use
Yeah,
his.
it sucks.
Use his forward 2. What's the other one of these stances has got?
Go.
That. Just do that. Just that string. Yeah, Pigual was always his main string. Just do Pigual.
I don't know strings right.
Just do that.
Still could be wondering if my Hotaru doesn't work.
Who's Hotaru? Hotaru is, if you've just joined in the stream, Hotaru is basically the main person who comes from the Chaos of Order, the Realm of Order. So the Realm of Order is one of the realms that people talk about, and he's pretty much like a general who. The Realm of Order is order through any means necessary, basically. So it can be very tyrannical, it can be very cutthroat, but there is order. However they go about it and achieving it. So Hotaru is this very like regal, sick, like general army guy with a giant Naginata, like a, you know, Guandao style weapon. And he's such a sick character that he's like a real asshole, like strict order man who just fucks up people. It's just a cool character design. A lot of people want to see him in MK11 for good reason. He's one of the He's one of the better 3D characters.
You have defeated me,
It's
human.
interesting. I like the
I
war a
would
lot.
not have thought it possible. Tell me what I must do. And tell me quickly before I change my mind.
You are a powerful warrior, Baraka. I ask that you teach me your fighting techniques.
A great warrior I am, human. I will show you why I am the most feared Tarkatan in the Shao Kahn's army.
I don't want to learn his style. He sucks.
Baraka. I played Baraka. My favorite character in MK vs DC was Baraka.
Why am I inside?
I would have played Lex Luthor as well in MKDC. You know there's going to come a time where I'm going to have to make the MK meta for Mortal Kombat vs DC.
God, you are, aren't you?
And it's probably going to... I think that will be the hardest video to make.
Because it's going to be so negative.
Because I'm going to have to...
There is so little good to say about it,
it's going to
honestly.
be the hardest video to make. Because I'm going to have to play it. That game truly
I'm
is...
sorry to any... If on the odd chance anyone's watching that may have worked on that, we do apologise for the lack of filter on our disappointment with that game, but...
I had to play it, bro.
We just couldn't play it. We just never liked it.
I mean, I played it a lot.
We did.
I played it a lot.
Played it a lot together.
I had the best Baraka online, I thought. I thought. My Baraka was godlike. I had a great win-loss record.
Then
Yeah, Baraka was my main. Because back then, I refused to play the DC characters. I refused.
Really good. That sucked. Sucked. Sorry, Kaju, no, it sucked.
I absolutely refused to play any of the DC characters back then.
I didn't like the transitions from top to bottom. I didn't like the transitions when you ran through buildings. I didn't like the grab that was rock paper scissors.
I didn't like
the pro move thing.
Yeah, the pro move thing was so annoying.
I didn't like the lack of any good sound or music. I didn't like the fatalities.
Every string was everyone stood like this, right? Everyone stood like this, and like a crab, like a crab, and every time they attacked, they'd go like, you know, it was like every move, just your hand would go up, and that just looked so bad. I'm so glad they just rebuilt everything with MK9. Like, they just rebuilt it, and rage, unblockable moves, rage. Rage was stupid. Breakers, characters that could combo off breakers. Green Lantern comboing off this fucking breaker, dude. Oh my god. Characters could combo off breakers in Armageddon too. And if they had a unblockable and it broke you in the air, they could unblockable you for free and you can't do anything. It's guaranteed damage if they break you. 3D games.
I did like Brackett's mechanic where pressing forward would make him put his blades in and out.
Yeah, it was cool because it was like it was stances. It was basically stance. But the cool thing about Injustice 1 definitely, in my opinion, introduced interactables as we know it. By far. Because you didn't really have interactables in the 3D games. You just had weapons you could pick up, and you could transition on certain parts of the stage, but apart from picking up weapons, that was kind of all the interactability that was there. And this game had so much more tutorial stuff in it than any other game.
Almost as good as me.
Yeah, comboing off breakers was something Green Lantern could do.
Comboing off breakers was something that's existed since
like
Armageddon.
30% off it. There's nothing you could do.
Comboing off breakers was mad because MK3 had the best stages in my opinion. The 3D Deception had I think Deception had the best 3D stages.
Yeah, easily. Armageddon had some good ones.
A lot of them were Deception. Armageddon had the best stages because it had the best from Deception and then some cool new ones, I think. Deadly Alliance had the most forgettable because death traps and stuff weren't introduced until Deception. And say what you want about death traps, they weren't competitive, but they made it fucking fun. Death traps were just fun as hell. They were hilarious.
How do I launch?
Play Armageddon with someone who doesn't know how to play fighting games and then pick falling cliffs. They could kill you at any moment. Like, it was great. Have you been streaming all day? We've been streaming for a fair while.
I mean, 9 hours, so it's been a long stream.
9 hour stream. It's been 9 hours of Mortal Kombat. We played Mortal Kombat X. We learned some sick combos. We played matchups for days. And then we've had first to 5 in Armageddon.
Enough of my combat skills. I must keep some techniques to myself.
I thank you for what you have shown me.
I will command my troops to allow
We've played a lot of Mortal Kombat today.
Go back to your portal and never return to this realm.
Yes, I will leave this realm at once. There is nothing more that I need here.
And there's a lot of room left to explore. We
can always do that next time.
You can find like Bo Raicho's house and stuff. When you find out he's an Outworlder. You find Li Mei here as well. Dude, Li Mei. Whew, everyone says they want Li Mei, but in Armageddon she was in the 3D MKs, she was by far the most boring character. Especially in Armageddon. In Armageddon, her game plan was just... She had a couple of strings.
Yeah, we gave a guy a big chunk of ham.
In Armageddon, Li Mei had a bunch of sword. Basically, it was sword only. You just completely ignored her hand-to-hand stance. It was just the sword. And a lot of her slashes were really, really plus on hit, which would either guarantee a grab, or if you tried to disrespect the grab for whatever reason, she could just hit you for free and then combo you. It was like a 50-50, but not a 50-50 because the grab's guaranteed anyway.
I have a hunch that everyone that's demanding Li Mei in MK11 didn't even play Li Mei in the 3D games.
I don't think they did. If you're demanding Li Mei from the what's that?
I bring good tidings.
What do you mean, Damashi?
What's up with that
You
camera?
have sacrificed much in your service to the Elder Gods these long years. Therefore, they are granting you that which you have desired since your childhood. A chance to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament in Earthrealm and defeat the sorcerer Shang Tsung.
I forgot about this.
I do not know what to say. How did they know of my dreams of defeating Shang Tsung?
Long ago, I watched you from afar as you played with your childhood friends. It was quite clear that you worshipped the warrior Kung Lao. But unlike your hero, you will be more than a match for Shang Tsung.
Wow, the shade.
You have absorbed the fighting styles of many great warriors. Now is your chance to fulfill your dream.
Thank you, Damashi. I will return to Earthrealm at once.
But no, you are correct, in my opinion. You're correct in that she was boring. Li Mei in the 3D Mortal Kombats is a cardboard character. She is dull.